everybody, and welcome to episode 25 of the Dark Rooms Podcast. It is the season finale of the Dark Rooms Podcast, and we are coming to you live from Ozone server with Jordan in the chat.
Jordan being the name we have given to the chat as a collective. And I see now we have a shiny new Jordan chat specifically for this, which is very cool, very cool.
I mean, it's the finale of Dark Rooms, so...
The season, Ozone, you
no, we're ending it right now, right here and now.
Yeah, so this
Thank
is
God, it's been has it been 25 years? Oh my God.
No.
It has.
I
was a strapping young lad when we started this, and now I am aged and decrepit.
Same. In season 2, should we give Jordan a new name? I think it'd be funny.
Maybe. Who knows?
Jordan.
Jordan! Alright, let's get started before we go off topic too much. So, when this releases, their security breach will officially be out. You will be seeing playthroughs, and it'll be fun. But right now, we just have our...
hope to play it.
We just have our final predictions. So, this Dark Rooms episode is coming to you in 2 parts. This first part will be a live episode, and then the second part will be recorded after Security Breach release, and we'll have our first impressions. However, we will not be covering any spoiler details. We are only going to be giving our first impressions when the game comes out. Timestamps will be on screen of, all the stuff of when to check things out. And you will also be seeing
YouTube video at least.
Yes, you will also currently be seeing a new art special for this last episode. And for the people in Jordan, I actually have a small teaser from our very own Stitchy. It was actually a teaser that I got sent earlier. Stitchy had another one, but Stitchy fell asleep. But
wait, Psychic, is this the one you showed us? Or
well, I showed you guys, but I didn't show you the full thing, actually. I only showed you a bit of it.
Oh, so this is a surprise for all of us.
It's a bit of a surprise. Okay, you guys ready? Here you go.
That's me.
What the frick is that?
It's Inky.
Is it?
That's
me.
it.
Oh no, it's Inky as Montgomery Gate.
Yes,
Rawr.
So...
I don't like that.
So,
I don't like that. Never mind, I take it back.
The art for
weird.
the art for this episode will be us in Security Breach onesies, or as Stitchy calls them, kirigamis. So...
Well, that's, spell that.
Inkgottery. That's me. It's me. My
that's
time
not
has
it.
come.
Inkgottery.
Inkgottery. That's right. I'm here. I'm a scaly boy. I need to stop talking.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So I wonder which onesie I got.
You'll see soon.
I guess we'll find out.
I actually have no idea. This is gonna be interesting. I probably got like Roxanne or Chica.
Anyways,
but everybody,
we're gonna get started. So, Security
Breach
Breach comes out in 4 days. Actually, less than 4 days.
Wow, that is.
Yeah. For some people, it's less than 4 days. For Ozone, it's almost 3 days. And
for everyone, it's nearly 3 days, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
relatively.
It's 3 days and 10 hours.
Relatively speaking, like we're talking relatively. Anyways, so lately, we just saw.
Are you okay?
I'm trying to speak, but I can't articulate my thoughts. We just got the Daco interview. And we're gonna, and so what are you guys' thoughts on the Daco interview?
Well, first of all, did everyone here watch it, or?
I watched it.
I watched it.
I watched it.
Awesome, so we can talk about it.
We're finally prepared for an episode!
We did it! We did it, guys!
And now we're gonna end it all!
We're done, it's all over.
Pack it up, boys, we did it! Alright, so, we could just quickly go through the list of important things from the interview and just talk about our thoughts on it, I guess. So
I'd just like to say, first of all, that I'm after seeing the interview, them talking about it and everything, I'm really excited. I'm starting to get really excited for the game, like more so than before. Like previously, I'd been a little lax on Security Breach. I'd be like, yeah, it'll probably be decent. I'll give it a play. We'll see how it goes. Now I'm very excited. However, I'm really hoping I'm going to be able to play it because it's a big game. I cleared out the room on my PC, but my graphics card might not be up to the task.
They're gonna try to optimize it after the game drops.
Which, yeah, I mean, at least they're gonna optimize it. So
the first thing to talk about is the possibility of DLC. What do you guys think about that?
Which sounds awesome.
They said in the interview that they were like, "Oh, we did DLC for FNaF VR, which is Curse of Dreadbear, and everyone seemed to love it, and everyone was like, why didn't you do more DLC?" So it's kind of good that they're thinking about it for Security Breach.
Yeah, but it'll definitely be very different if they do DLC, because it can't just be like Curse of Dreadbear, where it was just more mini games and you got a little bit of story. For something like Security Breach, it'll probably be some kind of like story expansion, I'd assume. Some kind of like little sequel.
Hold on, you guys keep continuing. I have to fix something real quick.
If they did a DLC, do you think it would be canon, wouldn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know what they could do. Any ideas in the chat?
Oh, you asked the chat. Oops.
Are you the chat?
Or anyone else?
I am the chat. You know what? Jordan can assimilate into the hive mind of me. I'm saying really weird things today.
Blacklight glam rocks. That would be interesting.
I would not like that.
You realize we do technically already have the blacklight glam rocks and the plushie.
Yeah. I don't like all the blacklight merch. It's just lazy in my opinion.
I think it's kind of good.
I like it. I mean, I have a blacklight in my room, so I love like seeing it glow.
I do too. I love blacklights, dude.
Ooh, hard mode. I just saw that in chat. That's interesting.
It's probably gonna have different difficulties.
Yeah, I'd say hard mode is more of like a given feature, I would hope, rather than DLC.
I would say you could probably just set your own difficulty as you go.
I'm gonna put it on absolute easy mode and skip all the cutscenes.
Don't you dare
skip cutscenes.
Anyways, so multiple paths and endings.
That's fun.
So it's like my playthrough will be different from Inky's playthrough, which will be different from Underscore's playthrough. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm gonna go for
compare.
I gotta go for the good ending.
I'm gonna stream all of mine.
Even if it's not the true ending, I'm gonna go for the good ending.
I'll do what I did in FNaF 6 when I was like 14 and get the bad ending because I'm lazy and scared. And then
I'm totally gonna get the lazy ending and then replay and get the good stuff after what you learn.
What do you guys think about it being like a seasonal DLC?
What?
You mean
not seasonal, but like a Halloween DLC or a Christmas DLC.
Well, definitely not a Christmas DLC.
Yeah,
themed like a season.
Well, it could be Christmas.
I think Christmas would fit Security Breach a lot better.
Really?
Because
I can see it, yeah, because it's like a mall. For some reason, Christmas
Yeah.
We'll find Santa in the mall!
I don't like that.
You can still have Santa Freddy's
everything is... I like the idea that everything is Halloween-y and like there's new threats and stuff.
I like the idea of Christmas more because do you remember we first got a glimpse at the mall's construction in the Help Wanted Christmas DLC?
Yeah, good point.
Interesting.
Winter Wonderland in the Pizzaplex. Santa-matronics.
Santa-matronic.
Alright, so...
Santana-matronic.
So, the big one... The game takes place over the course of a night, with each hour being a chapter or night in the game. It was also clarified that there is more than 5 hours. So, it's not survive till 6. It's survive till, who knows?
Except that...
Well, it could be survive till 6.
Except that every hour kind of works like a night itself.
Yeah, each hour is basically a night, which I'm fine with.
I'm a little mixed on it. At first,
It'll be fine.
At first, I was I was all for it. I was like, yeah, it makes sense because you don't have to make up a solution, like a reason for Gregory to come back every night because he wouldn't. So having it be one night makes sense.
Or he's stuck there for an entire freaking week.
Yeah, but then the thing that has me concerned is that what if like an hour segment of the game takes more than an hour in real time? I feel like that'd be weird.
Dude, like 7-hour gameplay, security breach.
I don't think it will.
7 hours.
Well, the thing is, like,
Because think about it.
It doesn't have to be like super. Wait, it doesn't have to be super long because there's multiple endings. You can replay it. There's replayability.
But they did say. They did talk about the length of the game in the interview, though. If we want to discuss that briefly.
I think
but also,
I think it's coming up.
I'm assuming that when you get jump scared, you go back to the same hour.
Yeah, there's probably checkpoint-based things, kind of like that.
Yeah.
I'd say that's probable. Maybe there's a. What if there's a hard mode where you don't get checkpoints and it's like the other games where like.
Here's what I imagine. Here's what I imagine. You don't, on regular mode, if you die, you don't necessarily go back to the beginning of the hour. You just go back to, like, you know, whatever your most recent save point was. But a hard mode would feature you going back to the beginning of the hour.
Interesting.
All right, the next.
And you lose all your items.
And we don't necessarily have to go. We don't necessarily have to go down the line in order as far as the news compiled.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I think there's some pretty important ones like the Dance Dance Revolution.
Yeah.
And
That is
Jingle.
I agree. For sure.
Why is Dance Dance Revolution important to you?
Why is it
because
important
I've
to you?
wanted to dance in a FNaF game.
Okay.
It's been his dream since he was a young lad.
Dance, dance till you're dead.
So it
as they say.
It talked about the arcade cabinets. Some were made by Scott, some were made by Sewell. So we might be getting some death mini games again, which would be fun.
That'd be really cool.
Imagine we get death mini games that like help, like actually like answer questions from the past in an actual clear way. Wouldn't that be crazy? The
information, the news that Scott like essentially just emailed them a bunch of Easter eggs to put in the game really is. I really like that because it means like maybe we'll get more info on things that happened or will happen, and they're put in directly by Scott, so it's going to be official, obvious, well, not obvious, canon information.
I'm not sure about death mini games, but I think there'll be a lot of room for like arcade games and stuff. Yeah,
they did say that it was like sort of a celebration, like they tried to get aspects from all of the games. I think so they said something along those lines. And I really miss the death mini games; they were really cool.
Yeah.
At least that style, even if it's not.
The last Death Mini game was, I think, Sister Location, except that FNaF 3 and 4 didn't have any.
Well,
FNaF 3 and 4 had like the same style of presentation as far as the mini game segments.
Sister Location was the last game where if you died, you had a chance of getting a mini game.
Right?
I think I remember.
I believe so. Yeah.
With 8-Bit Babies thing.
I mean, there were the alleyway screenshots in a pizza.
Oh, that's true, actually.
But it wasn't like a mini game. It was more.
Yeah,
it was just a virtual. It was just a visual.
It's still lore, kind of lore heavy. What do we want to talk about next?
We'll be able to learn more about the charity posters shown off in SB. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of those, the chat seems to be talking about that a little bit. With Prince Axie asking, what Easter eggs would you want to see the most, like references to certain characters in games?
I think it's crackpot time.
Oh, boy.
Who wants to
crackpot time?
This is my thing. You want crackpot?
Go for it.
Fredbear's Family Diner is buried deep below the Pizzaplex.
That would be such.
Is that really crackpot at this point, though?
Consider that there's a massive landfill beneath the Pizzaplex. I'd assume you'd want to put a landfill on a building that nobody would associate with.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I totally agree with that.
Honestly, it sounds like something they would do. It sounds like it's like just goofy enough for FNaF while retaining like actual story purposes.
Yeah.
For me.
Go Ozone?
What?
You go first.
Sorry. For me, I want Mr. Hippo.
That would be fun.
I want him to like blast through the intercoms or something.
Oh, he's one of the voices.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
No more hand unit. I want Mr. Hippo in this place.
He would literally monologue with the speakers.
Ozone.
Let me tell you about my buddy Orville. You know, he something about bread.
Vanessa Afton is Mr. Hippo?
Confirmed?
Confirmed. Clickbait that.
Yeah.
We got it. We just
Built
got
on
it.
the remains of every single Freddy's where an incident happened. Yes, I'm sure that's it. They just built. It's Freddy's tower. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Freddy's Tower
It's like a
of
chain of
Death and
command.
Pain.
The bottom
Death
layer is
and
Fredbear's family. The bottom layer is Fredbear's family diner, and it goes up as far as the timeline. That's how he reveals the timeline. It's just all stacked on top of each other. I don't know.
Man,
we're losing our minds.
We are. We're
slowly and steadily
into madness.
Yes. Once again, into madness.
All right.
And this is why we're taking a break, everyone.
Yeah. There will be an office gameplay segment. Let's go.
Yes.
We called it.
Which obviously the trailers confirmed that already, but like just to hear it, and they like clarified that it was sort of like more than one. Like there will be segments, plural, where you're in an office.
I mean, we've seen ourselves in the office in in the trailer, but like
it's good to just see like
Now, one thing I noticed that one of them said was that, and it could have just been like a slip up in like speech, or it could mean something. I don't know. But they said one of them said that there will be segments where you're in an office closing doors, and then he said, but there will also be segments as Gregory where you.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
So are they? That could imply that like some segments will play as Vanessa.
Is that implying that some of the office segments are not Gregory?
I think it's possible, especially the way he worded that.
Unless
so it could be like a whole other game mode or something.
Yeah.
I guess it's like possible.
And that wouldn't necessarily conflict with her being Vanny either, because
exactly.
And Hyde.
Unless we don't know if it's Jekyll and Hyde, which is the problem.
Right. I think, yeah, it's all theories because the game's not out.
Speaking of Jekyll and Hyde, what do you guys think about the name daycare attendant?
Well, it's not his name.
It's not his name, but
it's his title. It's his role.
Oh, okay. That's so much better. Oh my god.
You thought that wasn't? You thought it was his name? They're not gonna just reveal his name.
I was like, Dorka was like, what was he like? He was like, oh, so Moondrop, is he Moondrop? And then they were like, no, he's the daycare attendant.
Well, they never. From what I remember of it, they were just like they didn't like shoot down Moondrop. They were just like, he's the daycare attendant. So I think they were just dodging his name reveal and just.
Well, thank God for that, because that's such a bad name.
I would not trust any children with that thing, though.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, it's a Freddy's location. Parents are canonically dumb in the Five Nights at Freddy's universe.
True.
I suppose.
Or very smart, like Henry and William.
Yes, William was smart.
Yes, William was smart. Definitely.
I mean, he escaped capture for
he had a big brain.
Murder.
He got someone framed.
Man, William is my favorite big brain.
Just like Scraptrap's gigantic head.
True, though.
That's where he stored the brain.
So FNaF AR.
No. We're not talking about that.
Oh, sorry.
Ozone.
Can we?
Excuse me.
But I mean, it's FNaF AR.
Like what? It's not like
we
I'm
have to
sorting.
Talk about it every episode.
Not like I'm sorting FNaF AR renders as we speak.
Oh boy. So the next one, guys, guess what? The game will launch with subtitles. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh my gosh, what the frick?
I mean, if I want to play muted, I guess I'll know what's going on.
Yeah.
Dude,
but
they're going to run up behind you and you're not going to hear the footsteps.
It is always nice for accessibility options for games to present, like, different options for... if you're hard
And-
of hearing or if you just want to play muted, like, you know.
Who wants to play a game muted though? If you
Well,
can
if you
hear.
play, like maybe you're like playing late at night, can't wake anybody up
Yeah.
on your PS5 or something if you're lucky enough to have one.
Or you don't have headphones for your
with
computer.
70 gigabytes. Yeah, and speedrunners can change it to Chinese so that they can speedrun the game faster.
I don't.
Well, I don't
Okay.
think that doesn't necessarily.
That's subtitles. It's not. What?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
What is your thought process on that?
I know what his thought process
No,
was.
no,
It's because
yeah.
it's because
I know what
in
he's
some
talking about.
because sometimes it's you know, the different versions of games are like do better at, you know, at
Well, no,
running
it's
games.
'cause-
I went to sleep
uh,
at 5 a.m. last night, so
I'm pretty sure it's because speedrunners switch the language of the game to Chinese because, or like other foreign languages as well, because the
Those-
text scrolls faster because
Yeah.
it has less to say.
Yeah.
No,
because
I got
more-
mixed up.
because words are represented more with symbols.
Yes.
Mhm.
But that's not subtitles, Ozone.
I'd also love to hear Vanny in Chinese.
All
What?
right, I mean, fair enough.
Yeah. All right. Dance Dance Revolution inspired arcade machine, parts and service warehouse area.
Oh yeah, this part was so interesting.
Yeah, he said
They
there was
were
like a specific
they were so
warehouse.
hyped. Yeah.
They will, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the way he said like a certain warehouse made me maybe think that it's one we've seen before, which led me to believe maybe it's the DJ Music Man warehouse, because that looked like a warehouse.
Or
That or the
FNaF
underground
AR.
area.
FNaF AR warehouse.
Ooh.
No, they're not the. There's no way.
I hope not.
No.
I sure hope
No.
not, but
No. I swear. Actually, I'd actually really like that. Gonna be honest, I'd really like that.
I swear.
I would like it.
I'd like
I would like it on one condition: we get to burn it down at the end.
Oh, jeez! You're so violent and full of hate, Inky.
It's a FNAF building, Psychic. What else are we gonna do? Let it stand.
The game is 70 gig because there's so many toxic spring traps.
No, the game is 70 gigs because there's so many opportunities for arson that you need to take.
I cannot wait to see what different like YouTubers what paths they take. Because if you have on hour 3, if you have this path or this path, you'll get to see a lot of different results from different people doing different paths.
Right, yeah. And it could lead to you meeting different characters, having different boss fights, as they said.
Different
that
first
some are
experiences.
optional. Yeah.
That is.
And it makes
so
sense because one of the
interesting.
guys used to work at Telltale, right? I think.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
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 That is so cool. I love that so much.
And Pixar.
And Pixar, yeah, that was really interesting. What else did
FNAF
the
X
interview use?
Disney.
All right.
Oh,
Golf
FNAF
mini
X
game
Disney.
featuring
I'm
settings.
so tired of
Wait.
FNaF.
So there's it's golf minigame featuring settings from previous FNAF game. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. When it said settings, I thought it meant like different like, you know, game settings, not like actual like physical settings like a location.
Yeah. No, they were talking about how you get to, I guess you play golf at the other locations. I don't know if it's gonna be like a mini game.
Imagine we play golf in Fredbear's.
I want to play golf in the ball pit from Into the Pit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It will be the hardest game of golf, and I will not win, but it will be fun.
But you will try.
I will try.
Imagine like what's it called? Oh my god.
Golf?
You okay?
What's the 5th game called?
Sister Location?
Oh yeah.
What?
Ozone has been replaced with a
Right, listen.
robot.
There's so many games that begin with the letter S now. There's Security Breach, there's Special Delivery, and there's Sister Location, okay? Don't blame me.
That's three, Ozone.
Imagine playing golf in the
count to
Sister
3?
Location.
Can you count to 3, Ozone?
Yeah, 3 is when I went to sleep. Wait, no, it was 5.
Oh my gosh. Alright. Sun and Moon animatronic is the daycare attendant.
Yep, we went over that.
So now we know what that like one area is. It's the daycare.
Yeah, well, I think didn't one of the screenshots from like some charity stream like that they said like it was like the party room or
I'm
play
assuming
area?
that the daycare areas are like, the play places and the ball pits, which is where we've seen
That's
the.
what
Yeah.
I just said.
Oh, cool.
We're becoming angsty at each other. This is how it all
Darkrooms
falls
is brain
apart.
dead today.
Yeah,
we
okay.
no thoughts.
Showtime.
You can tell we've done 24 episodes.
Showtime might return.
Showtime. Yeah, I zoned out for that part. What exactly did they say about that?
It might return, but not in the way we expect.
Interesting. So, I'm thinking, big stage.
Or we play as the animatronic.
We have to perform as Freddy, and if we mess up,
Yeah.
we get shot with a 12 gauge shotgun.
We get Fortnite emotes.
That's why in the trailer you had, from the perspective of Freddy, his screen glitching. From his perspective while he was on stage and he fell over.
Because it says child detected, so we just control Freddy. We are Freddy.
We assimilate, become Freddy.
Communism.
Security breach. Nobody eats food today.
Man, that's my favorite game.
Yeah.
The giant Music Man's name is DJ Music Man. Pretty self-explanatory. The boss battles
He's
might
the
be
large
optional and a part of decision-making aspect of Security Breach.
Right.
How I see that is like, not that some boss battles are optional. It's more like you get this boss battle or that boss battle, maybe.
Yeah,
or you get a run.
That's what they said because they said like you're going to be presented with options as different areas to go. Like if you go this way, you can't go that way in that run. Like you have to make decisions, and I'm assuming that those decisions in those different places have different, bosses.
Mm-hmm. I could see that happening. Scott was involved in the approval and creation of Easter eggs in Security Breach.
Right. Very exciting. I'm gonna run into every wall just to make sure that none of them are fake.
You're gonna phase through them.
Yeah, because why would it's just like Gregor's walking around phase through a wall. It was what's it called? A projection.
Illusion disc wall.
Illusion disc wall.
Imagine there's a wall tile code.
No.
That would be
yes,
crazy.
Please. It's actually gonna be a floor
that
tile.
goes to the Fredbears.
It's actually gonna be a floor tile code.
Floor tile code.
Interesting.
Mixed it up a bit.
When asked for a final teaser or code or code word to give the community to hype them up, Steelwool responded with schematics.
Schematics.
I think the way I interpreted that, Jordan in chat, the collective, specifically Prince Axie, once again, saying blueprints, which maybe. The way I saw that was just like, I don't know. It just seemed to me like they were talking about the Pizzaplex again. Like, it's big, schematics.
William is building something.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! I didn't think about that. Ooh, I like that.
Oh, okay. The other thing I thought is, you remember Sister Location when we first got the map, and then you saw the secret room? I was thinking maybe it could be like something like that.
Oh,
where you,
yeah.
I'll find you what I think he's building. Okay, I'll be right there.
Also,
Like a guide, like a small hint, like hints and guides to the secret rooms.
Well,
I would love that.
Well,
That'd be
finds
really
this
cool.
thing. We have to talk about the very last and most important thing. Steelwool knows about the Goongler.
I don't. I've seen the image, but what is it? Who is it?
Goongler.
Why is it?
It's the Goongler.
The Galar region of the Pokemon world.
Goongalar.
Goons. Goongalar.
It's the
Yes.
Let me show you in Jordan what William is building.
I don't know.
Oh, interesting. Is that from
So, I
like
don't
the
know.
Fourth Closet?
That's
No,
from
that's from
Fury's Rage.
Oh,
The security
yeah.
breach game, also this one.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
He's trying to come back. He's trying to build himself again.
That's
Elizabeth.
Luigi.
It is Luigi.
William William Afton just wants to come back so that he can build more pizzerias.
Let me
Inky,
tell you.
He just wants to boot up his business again.
Inky, this
He wants to
this
be
is
the very
Googler.
best.
Like no one ever was.
So let me tell you.
I don't like that. That is an uncomfortable image.
In the Fourth Closet, William had Elizabeth, who he had repaired from Charlie's forgotten fourth body, as his assistant. So I'm figuring that he is going to toss Vanny aside in a kind of betrayalish way, and she is going to be his new second in command.
So
For
you're
Vanessa,
thinking
these-
Elizabeth is gonna come back?
More or less Elizabeth, Eleanor, baby, just a variant of baby. I don't know if it's her soul or not, but it is a baby. No,
It is
no,
a
none of the
child.
black tentacles. That's nothing to
It
do
is a
with-
baby.
No,
It is a
that Mappa thing was probably wrong. Elizabeth's probably not going to have anything to do with those, actually.
I don't know. I quite like that idea.
I still haven't seen that theory.
It's meh.
It's meh.
I don't know if Elizabeth has to come back though.
Yeah, I don't
think
think.
I don't.
I thought
If
the evidence was
I-
stronger before the Stitch Ray that became canon, but it's still a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
We never really talked about.
In the
Matt
last
Pat's
episode,
theory.
we did
Mhm.
we went over all the Stitch Wraith canonicity mess.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can check it out
So-
after we're done here. All right, I think we should start getting into our actual predictions, not based off the thing. The interview.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say though, because we've said a lot already in our haven't we done 4 or 5 episodes on Security Breach already?
Let's see. We did SB,
Probably.
which was we did Pure Barnacle episode 2. We did another one, episode 11, I think, and then we did the trailer. I think that was 3. I think it
The
was
last time that I made a security breach video on my
Oh, and
channel
Freddy
was
and
10
Friends.
months ago.
Freddy and Friends.
Freddy and Friends. Freddy and Friends.
So this is our 5th video on Security Breach
Yeah.
before it even came out.
Oh boy.
Wow.
This
So-
We need to make 50 more.
Yeah, we're gonna record 15 videos in the next 4 days. What could go wrong?
That's right. We are going to burn, not burn out.
Just straight
we are
up
going
burn.
to burn.
We're just gonna straight up.
Burn the
we're
pizza
gonna
flex. Haha.
What if the pizza flex doesn't burn at the end?
That'd be.
I don't think it
very-
will actually.
That'd be something.
All we're trying to do is
Michael
escape.
It's gonna
True.
crumble down. The garbage heaps look very unstable. It's gonna crumble.
It's
What if
built on literal
Afton-
trash.
What if Afton starts a fire this time to get back?
What?
Well, though, I don't
Maybe
know.
not intentionally. Maybe not intentionally, but I think I can see him doing it. With if there's big Afton amalgamation, knocks over some oil drums that are laying around. Shorts out the
Final-
electrical.
All the oil for
The,
Yeah.
cooking.
the final game
Listen.
sequence, big boss battle escape. The pizza pex is crumbling around you, and you're running out of the building. Still running from the Afton amalgamation.
I can see that as well, but then what do you do about the Afton amalgamation?
It died.
It does. It gets really big.
I don't
It
know.
hits some stuff and then it dies when the building falls down. That'd be fun.
Detective Lars is gonna show up and shoot in the head.
You know,
Yeah,
guys,
he
check
walks up.
chat. You know who I want to appear in this game?
Who do you want to appear in this game? Oh, it's the tiny man.
Tiny Man. Let's
From
go.
Kids
From
That Play.
Kids That Play.
From Kids That Play.
The tiny man.
Imagine we
So,
just see
My best
Fazgul.
friend.
No,
Does
they're
anyone
gonna not be.
wanna hear a
in this
joke?
game. If we see, I would not. That'd be it.
I would be
Does,
laughing.
does anyone want a joke?
Joke.
A joke goes on. Fire away.
Yeah. What do you call William Afton's dog?
Dead.
No.
What?
The Afton Dalmatian.
Why are you like this?
All right,
was good.
and this is why this is the season finale of the Dark Room podcast. You see, we're kicking out Ozone.
I'm headed to Canada.
Oh my gosh, we're
going our separate ways because of that joke.
I'm headed to Canada to become a full-time Minecraft and Phasmophobia streamer.
Okay. I wish you luck on your ventures.
While we're in the live
after the failure of the Ultimate Guide, Underscore is now a casual FNaF fan.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I am not casual FNAF fan.
It's sad that he's now a casual FNaF fan. It's almost like I can still hear his theorist voice.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because of the past.
I don't know. Listen, I think we're almost done here. We're almost done here.
Let's wrap up this segment. You know, we don't really have many predictions, but we did overview the interview, which was very cool.
Live ranking of every Fazbear Fight story plus Felix the Shark as season 2 premiere.
No.
Interest. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed.
I'd actually be down for that.
Maybe not as the premiere, because we're probably gonna be back talking about Security Breach.
Yeah,
but
probably
while
the first live episode back.
Yeah, maybe.
While we're doing the live part, does anyone have any favorite Dark Rooms moments?
Yes,
let's reminisce a little bit.
Yeah, favorite part 1 Dark Rooms moment or season 1 Dark Room moment.
Dream Theory. Yes.
Oh, Psychics moments. Mike
Pentagon.
If you guys haven't seen the best moment of Dark Rooms, that video is up on my channel. It's like best moments / laughing fits. It's a pretty good video.
Montgomery Hexagon. Yeah. Underscore getting hunted by Blackbird. I don't recall that one.
What?
So Ozone. It was a question of which one of us would die in a Fazbear Frights
was I there
book.
For that one? Oh, that one. Yeah.
And Ozone said Underscore would die to the Blackbird because he wouldn't wake up.
Oh yeah. I love that.
My least favorite moment.
I prefer the Ella one.
My least favorite moment is what Underscore said in number 7. What did Underscore say in number 7?
What did I say in number 7?
What did he say?
Inky naming all the Fazbear Fright stories backwards. That was me. That was me. What do you mean that was me?
I think I did it. Did I do it as well?
No, I did it backwards.
That was me.
I did it backwards.
Do we all just remember doing this?
No, I think Ozone did it forward and then I did it backwards.
I did not do it forward. Elementary did it forward.
All right,
we're becoming an anomaly. We're
you guys have really bad memory.
True.
We're dissolving into madness.
Into madness. Regardless
and
of
we can never even escape that.
Coils Oils! Oh my gosh, I love Coils Oils. Fazcast also. Oh,
honestly, I don't know if I'll ever be able to reach the peak of that vocal performance that I did in episode 9 summarizing Jump for Tickets. Honestly, Jump for Tickets is one of my is moving up to be one of my favorite stories, partially just because of that. I gained a newfound appreciation for that story.
Also, the presentation
when you became a parallel theorist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hashtag
At that time,
parallel
I became
theorist.
a parallel
Fazgoo, Fazkazoo's, Fazboo's.
Pulled up the music for that.
The Fazgoo and Fazkazoo rant. The thing that started all of this.
Wow.
Where it all began. Oh boy.
Anyway.
We've had a good season.
We have.
Hearing y'all discuss the Ultimate Guide 10 minutes before it leaked.
Yeah. And then today's episode that released about almost 5 hours ago about us being sad about it because it's a mess. The Weekly Scoop!
Best season in Dark Rooms as it was the only season so far. Yep. The Weekly Scoop.
Weekly Scoop.
That isn't weekly.
I wonder where they are.
Yeah.
They didn't show up this time.
Oxygen's preparing our wedding.
True.
Oh, that's right. You engaged.
Underscore didn't hear.
Yeah, Underscore.
Yeah,
Underscore. The proposal.
I also probably spoiled this for 6 people. Anyway.
Before Dark Room Season 1 ends, ...
What's Jordan gonna say?
Jordan,
collective Jordan chat. What are your final thoughts on this season of the Dark Room?
I'm gonna torment Inky with
segment of the live
Among Us.
Oh no.
Okay, we'll see you guys next time for the Among Us podcast. It's a spin-off
yes.
of the Dark Block Minecraft podcast, and yeah.
All right. Anyways, this is pretty much concluding the last live segment of the season. Obviously, the second half of this episode is still going to be there for you to listen to. But we're going to be talking about Security Breach after having played it.
Psychic was my favorite member.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So yeah, farewell for now, Jordan.
Yes.
This is where we part momentarily.
For now,
Yeah.
we're gonna be
And,
back. We're gonna be back. This isn't the end of Dark Rooms.
We'll be back with Jordan. And then Jaden.
Jardon. Yeah.
See you in February. We actually haven't talked too much about when we're gonna come back. It's most likely
It'll
gonna
be around there.
Yeah,
sometime.
it'll be around January, February.
We just want some time to take Security Breach in and
And like
have a break from
recharge because
And
we
catch up with everything else.
we've been
in
having
life.
fun. Like I think I can speak for everybody when I say we've been having fun making Dark Rooms, but we want to take it slow because if you do it too much, it's gonna become not fun.
We
Yeah.
want to keep it fresh, not get stale. Which, by our vocal performances today, it's getting there a little bit.
It's a little. Also, it's like we've talked about it so much. There isn't too much. Like,
Yeah.
like when we were talking about the interview, like we were fine. But like,
Yeah, but we are about to have a lot to talk about.
oh yeah, in like a minute, we're gonna have so much to talk about. It'll be a week in the future for us currently, but for you guys listening after the fact, it'll be like 5 seconds from now.
In fact, I'll snap my fingers and it'll be the next segment. 3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Did that pick up?
It did, but I'm not gonna.
Wait,
I'm
we're
not
not
gonna
in the
make-
other segment.
Yeah, we're not in the other segment. I'm not
Close.
cutting it there.
It didn't work.
I'm not cutting it
We need
there.
to dive into the pit.
Into the pit.
Oh no, my phone.
That's also one of my favorite moments.
I love it! Oh my gosh, when underscore and Inkyink get phone calls, it's hilarious.
I don't
Phone
get
guy
phone
wants.
calls.
I remember one time underscore got a call. We were recording Dark Rooms, got a call. And it was like, so basically ring. Oh frick! And he mutes.
No, that was Inky.
No, that was
That was
underscore.
no way. That was me.
That was underscore.
Was
Get
it?
calls.
And then I was
Why?
like, oh, is it phone guy
Anyway.
underscore?
We need to go to the next section.
We really do. All right, so we will see you guys momentarily in 3, 2,
Yay,
my
Security Breach
fingers.
is coming out.
1. See you soon.
I want to snap my fingers. Bing.
Hey guys, and we're at the second part of the episode, and we've played Security Breach, which you can check out on Ozone's channel. So hi guys.
Whoa, suddenly Security Breach is out.
Yeah,
Wow. What a nice time skip we had.
I love
Yeah.
I love a good time skip. All right, so Security Breach has been out for a day or two now, and we're gonna
Yeah.
give our first impressions. Underscore decided not to join us because he didn't want to talk about the game until we had all finished it.
He refused to comment, which was, interesting. I guess we'll find out why when we finish. I don't know.
Mhm. If you want to check out our playthrough, parts 1 through 4 have been streamed on Ozone's channel by me, and the first 3 it's a little bit laggy, but part 4 and onward it's going to be smooth sailing because I got more memory for my computer.
It's pretty epic. Pretty good playthrough. We have lots of fun moments. Like,
Mhm.
I was
Well-
going to give some examples, but then I realized those would be spoilers. So,
All right, so speaking of spoilers, we will not be speaking about anything past 1 a.m. So like the first kind of chapter of the game is what we're going to be talking about.
so kind of like a spoiler-free review.
With slight
least-
spoilers.
With slight spoilers. Almost spoiler-free review.
Spoilers for like the first like 30 minutes to an hour into the game.
So, hopefully, even if you haven't played the game, you'll stick around for that. But if you want a fully blind playthrough, we understand. It'll be
Mhm.
here for when you're done.
Yeah. So, I have some thoughts on Security Breach that I want to get out right away.
I think we all do.
Security Breach is a glitchy, buggy, horribly optimized like mess of a game.
It is very funnily awful.
And I love it. I love it so much.
It's a broken mess, but it's got heart, and you can tell it has heart. It has character. It has personality. Every aspect of the game.
Heart and soul has been poured into it.
It has.
And,
So
like
Yeah.
Like, sure, like some things like, oh, that's frustrating that happened to me during my playthrough, but there has not been a single thing, bar one, that has happened to the game and made me actually mad. Like, only one thing has happened, but that's near the end.
Yeah, it's a certain decision that we're not really a fan of.
But we won't be talking about that. But other than that, even though like the game was glitching out and I had like restart a couple times, I was having
Chica incident.
I was having a blast. The double Chica incident.
We got 2 Chicas to spawn. Yes, that's technically past the spoiler limit, but like it's Chica. You know, Chica was in the game anyway.
Yeah, we're not telling you where we got 2 Chicas spawning.
Yeah, one of them did kill you in a cutscene though.
Oh yeah, and then the Chica killed me in a cutscene, which was hilarious. Cause Chica like teleported into the cutscene and like did the jump scare animation, but we couldn't even see her face. It was just her legs.
Yep.
Oh, it was
It's
amazing.
a fun playthrough. You guys should go watch it.
Part 2, an hour and 14 minutes in.
Yeah, it's a mess, but it's a mess that you can definitely tell has had effort put into it, and we know they're gonna patch stuff and they're gonna try and make it better.
Sadly.
I've heard it was like I've heard a good way of putting it was by the YouTuber Terrico. His title for the review of Security Breach.
Oh, Inky, you cut out. Inky? Hello? Ozone, can you hear Inky? Where did everybody go? Guys? Hello? Guys? What just happened? Guys? Oh shoot, I also still have security breach pulled up. Maybe that's like is it like crashing my computer? Oh gosh. And I cannot hear them. Yeah, I can't hear you though. Oh crap. Well, technical difficulties in this podcast. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, we're back. Okay.
Ozone, are you good? Are you there?
Wait.
Yeah, okay, look, that was weird.
Yeah.
We're so lucky.
This is odd.
Anyways,
where did we leave off?
You were talking about the title.
The ending, right?
The title
ending of the game.
You're talking about the title that you thought described it well, Inky.
Yeah, did I mention what it was?
You did not say it.
Okay, so the title of a review video by the YouTuber Terrico said is, I like Security Breach, but it is not finished. And I think I can kind of agree with that.
I think it's finished. I just think that there were some bugs that they couldn't find because they have such a small team.
Yeah, I think that's part of it, for sure. But yeah, like we said before, it you can tell it has like a lot of effort and heart put into it.
When it runs good, it runs great. Okay, so let's. Okay, so let's
and the graphics are like amazing when they're on high.
Yeah, when they're on high, the graphics
it's
so good.
Amazing.
And when I'm not streaming, I can play on high graphics, and it's amazing.
I know people on the PS4 specifically have been complaining because I think I've heard, like, if I had to guess, the game was definitely made for the PS5.
Yeah, definitely. And then
so
they had and then PS4 had to get bad graphics just to make sure it ran.
Yeah, which is unfortunate.
Unfortunate for them, yeah.
I can only imagine what a potential Nintendo Switch port is going to look like.
Oh, I am so getting it if that ever comes out.
I will probably as well, even though it'll probably be on medium graphic settings at best.
Yeah. At best.
Yeah. How do we feel, I mean, I guess about the game overall at the moment? Without spoilers.
Positively.
I love it. It's a great game.
From a lot of different aspects as well. I'm pretty positive about it.
I do like the fact that each playthrough is going to be very varied.
Yes.
I'm not sure if you guys can really speak on this example yet, because you guys have been the main ones doing the security breach streams, even though I've joined in now. But I've watched the beginnings of other playthroughs, and some things are very different. Some things happen a lot earlier for other people than it did for us.
Because it gives you choices, which is really cool.
That variety is very, very interesting.
I actually, sorry.
I really like the variety because it's fun. You can replay the game. We won't spoil because we've been spoiled on how many endings there are, so we won't talk about that. But there's a lot of gameplay here. It's not a one and done. Congratulations, now just replay the mini games and stuff like FNaF VR was. It's
yeah.
Yeah, but there is a downside to that, and that is, I'd say, areas of the actual gameplay. Now, I haven't been able to play it, obviously. I mean, I played the first few minutes of it on a very laggy PC before uninstalling and refunding because I can't run it. But just from seeing videos and the streams, a lot of the gameplay, at least from what I can tell, is go here, do this, go there, do that. Like a very long fetch quest. And there are some cool scenes and cool little fun things to do in between to make it feel more inviting, and there's obviously little bits of story here and there. But I don't know. How do you guys feel about the whole main chunk of the gameplay being go here?
I was gonna say, when the game was announced, I thought it would be a lot more open. Like you can choose what you want to do.
Yeah.
This is very, as you say, step by step. Do this, do that, do that.
It's linear with the illusion of choice, even though there is choice.
Yeah.
It's just a lot more limited than.
And I mean, I know that we get to do everything in one gameplay. Even if you choose one thing, you still get to do the other thing later.
Yes.
But it is very linear for what looks like a free roam open game,
Right. And I mean, it is. I think it boils down to the gameplay being so limited and simple, I guess, would be that this is sort of their Steel Wool's first really, really big game.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I don't want to call them inexperienced or anything, because I'm sure they're not. But it's pretty clear that they were a little out of their depth in this, at least in my opinion. But of course, despite my criticism of it, I think the fact that they're open about all the problems and that they strive to make it better, that they're putting in effort, it's not just... that's really the defining difference. If this was a big corporate AAA game and still had all these issues, like the bugs and some of the design choices and some of the gameplay choices, if it was just a big corporate game, I think everyone would hate it.
Yeah.
But the fact that
people still hate it because they don't get it.
People do still very much hate it, and I don't think they're completely ungrounded in their opinion there.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot to hate, but it's really the fact that it's an indie game.
Yeah.
If you compare it to AAA games, it's crap. If you compare it to indie games, this is a very experimental, very big, high effort, big...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like a Lumix either, where they're Lefty isn't here yet, but we're not going to say anything about that. Or we've got loads of bugs, but we're not going to say anything.
Right, it's the open communication.
Steel Wool are very good.
Yes.
Definitely.
They've got a lot to learn, but they're very good.
Right. So, it's a very big game.
Yes, it's a very big game.
Well, lots of different areas, lots of different characters. Do we want to talk about the first few that we're introduced to?
So spoilers for the game, obviously, from here on out.
For the first hour of the game.
Yeah, we're talking about the first hour of the game. So, we start at 11:30 inside of Freddy, who has just failed a stage performance because he saw something that made his just made him go into panic mode, basically.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh no, I've messed up. And then he's like, wait a minute, I hear a voice. And then Gregory pops out of his stomach like, hey bud, what's up? You were sleeping, so I hopped in your stomach because that's normal. And he's like,
normal child behavior.
He's like, what? You can't be in there. That's not a safe playground. And Greg is like, yeah, well, just let me out of here, and also don't talk loud because the night guard is gonna walk past, and then the night guard walks past, and Freddy's like, oh, that's Vanessa, our security guard. She could help you. And Greg is like, nah, she's after me.
And she's suspicious.
She's a little sus, fam.
I just want to say the intro sequence to this game is phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
yeah. The opening cutscene, very cool. Even I got to experience that roughly like it was preloaded, so it didn't lag too much. So I got to fully experience that on my first time opening the game, and it was wow, that was a really fun experience.
But anyway, so Freddy's like, okay, crawl through the vents. So we get to crawl through the vents, and we get introduced to all the animatronics. Pop out. We get a little card that's like, oh, you can take a picture with Freddy. So we get Freddy out of his house, and he's like, okay, let's move. So he takes us underneath the Pizzaplex, and he's like, these are the tunnels that go from all the different locations so you can go for the raceway or the golf course, and and then they're like, okay, that's pretty cool. He's like, also, you're not supposed to be down here, but this is a special circumstance. So then, Freddy is like, oh no, I just realized you might be injured. Here, let me take you to first aid. So you go to the first aid, and he's like, get in here. So you learn the hiding mechanic, and Vanessa comes in like, Freddy, what are you doing down here? And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know. She's like, okay, makes sense. And
it was weird to like have a human interacting with the animatronics as if they were like coworkers. And not just machines. It was so weird, and it like the AI must be extremely advanced. If like these coworkers like they're not like treated like coworkers, but they have a conversation like as if they're coworkers.
Yeah, like what are you doing down here? Get back to your station. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what I was doing down here.
I love Vanessa's sass.
Oh, yeah, Vanessa's great.
She's so sassy. I love it.
She's very disgruntled. And I mean, like, if you're on the night shift, I don't blame you.
Anyway, she's like, okay, if there's a kid around here, and we need to get him home, so if you see him, let me know. He's like, okay, I will tell you if I see the child. She walks away. Gregory pops out, and he's like, oh, Vanessa, I found the child.
She walks past the child.
Yeah. Not really. So he's like, okay, let's move. So
Freddy proceeds to not alert Vanessa about the child.
Yes. And then he's like, oh no, I am now like running out of battery, so you gotta go the rest on your own. So then you learn about the distract mechanic with Chica, and then you learn about the cameras and the
run.
And the run. You run away from Monty and Roxy and everybody, and you're like, oh crap, I gotta get schmovin'. And then he's like, okay, there's the doors. Surely I can make it. And then the doors start closing. And then he's like, oh crap, I'm still in here. No! And Freddy's like, what a shame. Alright, we can get you out two ways. You can either go out the there's an elevator in the prize corner, or you can go to like the storage bay. And so you get to pick one of the two. Me and Ozone went to the prize corner, so we're like, okay.
Are we a little further?
No, it's like you have to decide which way you want to go. And then he's like, okay, let's go there. So you try to go there, and he's like, oh crap, Gregory, you don't have a pass to get into the pizzeria because you're only in the entry hall. You have to go and get that and get some security clearance and all that stuff. So you spend some time in the atrium hiding from Chica. And then you get a Mr. Hippo fridge magnet, and then you use that to hack a machine to get you a card. But instead of giving you the right card, it gives you the daycare pass. So you're like, frick. What do I do now? And Freddy's like, oh, we should just head to the daycare. Why not? So you go to the daycare, and then you meet Sun and Moon.
They're great.
Sun guy pops out. He dives into the ball pit, and he's like, hiya, friend. Oh, you're up late. Are we having a slumber party? And he's just like super happy. He's like, oh, we gotta get you home.
He's crazy. He's a lunatic, but he's a happy lunatic.
He's a happy lunatic. And then you distract him by knocking over some cans, and then you get behind the counter, and he's like, oh, Fred, you can't be back there. How about we make some arts and crafts? I have glitter glue and googly eyes. And so basically you get a flashlight and you get a security badge, level 1. And he's like, and then the lights shut off. And then he's like, and then there's a scene where he's like, no, lights on. I warned you. And then he turns into Moon. And he's like, oh. I warned you! It's like, oh, you done goofed
Very
up,
good
kiddo.
cutscene.
You done goofed up. And then he's like, night. And then he jumps away. And then there's the whole daycare.
Must be punished.
Yeah, and then the daycare's like, and then
children must be found.
Excellent voice performance from Kellen Goff, by the way.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you go through it. You find 5 generators, and then the light turns on, and then you get kicked out of the daycare, and some guy's like, "You broke the rules. You're banned." So you get banned from the daycare, and then he's like, "Oh, security, wee woo." He actually says,
yeah, I love that part.
And then he's
such a fun character.
And then all the animatronics are. All the animatronics there, so you hop into Freddy, and they're like, I got you now, kid. Where'd he go?
Yeah, it must have been the wind.
And then the main mechanic of the game pops up where it's like, it's now 12:50. So it's like all the power in the Pizzaplex is being diverted to the charging stations. So all the lights are off, which means that the daycare attendant, Moon, is now active everywhere. And so you have to get into a recharge station before the hour ticks over, because once it ticks over, then Freddy will be out of battery because he wasn't charging at the hour. So you're like, crap, I gotta get there. So you get there, you hide in, it becomes 1 a.m., and then you see a skipping little bunny costume. And Gregor's like, Freddy, what was that?
Rabbit.
He was like, what was the rabbit thing? And Freddy's like, rabbit thing? There's no rabbit animatronic here. Not anymore. And that's where it leads off. That's where it leaves off. That's 1 a.m., baby.
So, yeah, that's like the first hour of the game, roughly, in both literal and figurative senses.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, like, it's really hard to formulate an opinion right now. It's all so fresh and new and surreal.
Yeah, it's just like, this is a FNaF game. This is a real FNaF game.
And it's like, I'm so back and forth on it, like, but it's definitely an enjoyable experience to watch, and it was to play for a little bit.
I've been having
lots of fun segments.
Yes.
We all know our favorite one so far. We just can't talk about it yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
That one was really fun.
I know what's favorite for you guys. It's not my favorite because I had to play it. I had to freaking play it, jerks.
It was very fun.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of really scary moments, and there's a lot of funny jump scares, and it's all a blast. I think.
Wait,
we've had a lot of fun. You should definitely
we can't
check out the streams.
We can't talk about that one jump scare because it happens after 1 a.m. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Lots of fun moments. The humor and personality of everything is still there, and it's evolved even more. All the different voice lines. Though I do feel like one criticism I have, the animatronics, they talk way too much, and they say the same things over and over.
You can hide, but you cannot hide.
Montgomery,
I gotta say, are you having fun yet? Are you having fun yet? Are you having fun yet?
One of my favorite like things in this game is Freddy. I love Freddy.
Freddy's great.
So you can press the Q button to summon Freddy to wherever you are, and he's just like boom, 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 and it's like, I was like, hiya! It's so funny.
It's like a little puppy.
Yeah,
he's terrifying and wholesome at the same time.
It's like, so without giving like we've just been we've been having so much fun with Freddy in the streams.
Like, this is just a big advertisement for the streams, essentially, this episode.
Yeah, but it's really good. It's really funny. Freddy's amazing. All
he needs is like a little tongue that sticks out.
Yeah. Oh, but his ears like go back. His ears like twitch, and he looks so happy.
Yeah, his ears twitching. Yeah.
We're obsessed with Freddy.
Freddy's Gregory's dad.
And it is weird having Freddy as like a protagonist. And I thought he would eventually be like an antagonist in this game or something, but
Well, we
Well,
don't
I
know,
don't
and
know.
we don't want to spoil.
Yeah,
I mean, we haven't even finished the game yet, so
Yeah,
we don't
we
know
haven't
if
even
that
finished
happens.
the game.
We got one of the endings,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but we can't say any more.
No, we cannot. Even though there's not even much to say about it, but whatever. Oh wait, there
Yeah.
is. I mean, there's like a tiny little bit. So let's talk about Gregory. We don't know anything about him. Like even as of recording this, we haven't like gotten the main good ending or whatever. So we don't know anything about Gregory.
Yeah.
Like not even like we don't even know. Not like even like.
And I
talking,
like how the
one
game
minute.
does that.
Yes,
It also teases us a lot.
He's just a mystery child.
I remember when you first meet Freddy, he's like, "You're not in the customer database," which they have a customer database apparently.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Like you gotta make a reservation or something.
He also says something about "she will find me,"
Oh, Gregory.
and like nothing happens after that. Like,
he seems to know more than he lets on.
Gregory, he's like he doesn't trust Vanessa. That's what it is. He's like, I don't trust her. She's trying to find me.
I don't think it's Vanessa that he was referencing there. I don't
Really?
know.
Then who else? Who's the
Yeah,
other
it was.
she?
It was like before. It was before like they were talking about the night guard. It's really weird.
Interesting.
He could have just been like talking about the night guard before Freddy knew about it. I don't know. Oh, Freddy, he's so wholesome.
Freddy. We just go on another tangent about Freddy.
I love Freddy.
He's such a happy lad, happiness and wholesome, except when he is sad, and we are sad when he is sad.
It's like
So yeah, Inkyink.
But he's like a robot, but he's like a good robot. Like there's one part that's like really cute and funny, but I just can't say it because it's spoilers.
See, Inky, I know your opinion before this was that you weren't too fond of the Glamrock animatronics. What are your opinions of them now?
I can't say too much without. I'll say okay. The Glamrocks, as they start out, are not scary at all. That's all.
Okay, yeah. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I agree with that.
I think they get a little better as the game progresses, but they're still not the main highlights, I'd say.
Yeah, their jump scares are the weakest ones at the start of the game, I would say.
Yeah, and I don't think they get too much better. It's more the side enemies that are where the actual horror really shines.
Yeah,
which is kind of weird.
FNaF, my favorite family-friendly horror genre, horror game.
Yeah.
Horror series.
Family dead.
Well, yeah, family's yeah, kind of.
So.
We can talk about the boxes and lore bags if we want.
Oh yeah, they're little collectibles, and I think they're handled pretty well, I guess. Actually, no, that's a little bit of an understatement. I think they're done really well, especially the lore bags.
Basically, you can find little bags everywhere. You can find messages from around the Pizzaplex.
Yeah, lore galore.
Yeah,
There's
and they give a lot of
interesting ones. There's a lot of interesting stuff.
Lots of fun insights. Lots of Easter eggs as well, like that we found.
Mm-hmm.
They help reinforce certain things and perhaps hint at other things. You know.
I just realized in our playthrough we haven't even like figured out how to play arcade cabinets. Are they even playable in the game?
I don't know. I've heard that they might be, but we don't know.
Yeah, I've heard mixed things about that. Yeah.
So really, the moral of the story is, come check out the streams when we do them because we're still learning.
Yeah, we're still doing it. But this will go up tomorrow as of recording this, and we're still gonna be streaming it. They're on Ozone's channel.
So
check those out. Do we want to wrap up our first impressions now, guys?
Yeah, we can.
All right. Yeah. Overall, it's a flawed game, but it has heart, and we can appreciate that.
It's a mess of game, but I love it. See, like, even though it's annoying, like, oh, that's a bug, that's a glitch, like, I have found just joy in all of the buggy mess that happens. And I feel like
maybe not all of the buggy mess that happens, but a good majority of it.
Most of it.
Some of them are frustrating.
I mean, have we come across anything that annoying?
Yeah.
Apart from, like, the one decision that they made.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah. And
But,
that wasn't even like a bug or glitch. That was just intentional that they made
that decision paired up with bugs can be
yes.
Like most of the time when we did have a bug, like the two cheekers, I just found it hilarious.
Oh, it was so
really
funny.
And teleporting Freddy just ruining the atmosphere.
Chica duo.
Chica duo. All right. Dude, wait a sec. Do you guys smell something?
Something's burning.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh no. Is that smoke?
I don't smell anything. I have COVID.
Wait, you have COVID?
Why didn't you tell us? Wait. It's getting kind of hot.
Wait, we weren't supposed to take safety precautions. Oh, I wasn't told about the safety precautions we had to take.
Let me check over. Wait, since when did we have an oven? What? Why is it on fire?
Oh, why is there a pizza in it?
Oh
no!
Oh no! Zone.
That was my yeah. There's a pizza in the. That must have been underscore.
Are you sure about that?
Wait, what? Are you sure?
Yeah, definitely wasn't me.
I don't believe you. We should probably get out of this burning building because it's starting to spread to the walls and the ceiling. And oh crap! Okay,
gosh,
no.
Oh gosh!
Okay. I'm getting out of here.
He's gone. Ozone, is it you and me? Ozone, we gotta get out of here. Ozone, we gotta. Oh gosh, it's just me. Thank you so much for watching this episode. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye. The shack! No, the shack!
Oh no, not the dark room's shack. We've been there since episode 1.
Where are we gonna record now?
I don't know. Where's underscore? I hope he wasn't in there.
I don't think
gosh.
he was. No, he didn't show up today.
I think Oxygen was in there.
What?
What?
And you didn't say anything until now?
What?
Has anyone called a fire brigade? That's the first plan of action.
I think it's already burnt to the ground, Ozone.
There's no point.
Well, brilliant.
It was just a shack after all.
Well done, underscore. It's all your fault.
I still think it was you, Ozone.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I don't even eat burnt pizza.
I don't think anyone does.
Everyone eats pizza. I don't eat burnt pizza. Why would I put a burnt pizza in the oven?
I don't think it was burnt originally, Ozone. That's why it's in the oven. All right.
This is horrible. What a way to end out the season. Oh no.
We have to go. Now we have to spend some time to find a new place to record.
We have to get minimum wage jobs and rent out a flat or something. I don't know.
What do you mean? We didn't even get paid for this.
We gotta
the real moral of this story is donate to us so that we can get a new location. Subscribe so that we are famous and then we'll get put somewhere.
Every like you give to the video is $1 in our pocket.
1 like equals 1 prayer.
Anyways, thank you for this episode of the Dark Rooms podcast.
Wait, was my Glam Rock Freddy plush in there?
No!
You're crying about Glamrock Freddy plushes, and my fiance literally just died.
That sounds like a you problem, Ozone.
Wow, the boy band is breaking up.
Just cut the footage. Just cut it all.
Cut it all. Goodbye, everybody.
This has been it for the season finale of the Dark Rooms podcast. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Well, that was depressing.